2004, Jet Li experienced the Indian Ocean tsunami. At that moment, he was not an action superstar or a global celebrity. He was simply a father holding his daughter, facing a force of nature much bigger than fame, money, career, or belief. Years later, when I read his book Beyond Life and Death, that part stayed with me. Because in May 2025, I had my own small encounter with death. I was in Hong Kong at Repulse Bay. That day, I had not eaten breakfast, I had no safety equipment, I was alone, and with the confidence only a foolish middle-aged man can have. I swam from the shore all the way to the edge of the safety net. On the way back, my strength dropped quickly, the wind became stronger, the waves got bigger, the water kept rushing into my nose and mouth. For a few seconds, I was not thinking about business, debt, YouTube, love, or the future. I was only thinking breathe, move, survive. In the last 2 meters, I found hard and finally grabbed the edge of safety platform. Later when I returned to my room, I developed a high fever. That day, I understood something very simple. The sea does not hate me, does not love me, and does not care about my ambition. The sea is just the sea. My danger came from my own lack of respect. I did not lose to the ocean, I lost to my own arrogance. That is why Jet Li's tsunami experience was no longer just a story in a book for me. It became a mirror. After surviving the tsunami, he founded one foundation. When I was still a middle school student, I once heard about his idea of one person, one yuan. At that time, I questioned it. I thought too simply. I did not understand what he had experienced, how disaster could change a person, or how one small action multiplied by millions of people could become a real system of help. Years later, when I learned that one foundation had raised more than 4.79 billion RMB and helped 52 million people, I felt shocked and honestly ashamed. I realized how shallow my judgment had been, that it is not an advertisement for any organization. It is a reflection on my own ignorance. The lesson is not that we should never question charity. Transparency matters and accountability matters, but there is difference between responsible questioning and shallow judgment. Before we judge someone's long-term work, especially work born from suffering and service, maybe we should first admit how little we know. 1 yuan may not save the whole world, but it can remind one person that he's not only a spectator of suffering. That was the moment his book stopped being only about Jet Li and started becoming about my own life as well. Jet Li begins with 2 basic human needs, health and happiness. It sounds simple, almost too simple. But the older I get, the more I realize that almost everything we chase is just a complicated version of these 2 needs. Money, fame, business, love, freedom, even spiritual practice. If they destroy our health and happiness, then something has gone wrong. At 40-something, after leaving a stable system, starting a business, making videos, facing debt, uncertainty, and emotional setbacks, I understand this more deeply. A man can pretend to be ambitious, disciplined, and strong, but if his body collapses, if his mind is full of fever, if every day feels like survival with better packaging, then the whole project is built on sad. Health is not just the absence of illness. Happiness is not just a short moment of pleasure. They are not decorations of life. They are the foundation that allows a person to keep moving without breaking inside. From health and happiness, the book led me to another question. How should a person actually train? When we think about martial arts training, we often imagine endless repetition, punch 1,000 times, kick 1,000 times, repeat until the body obeys. But what struck me in the book was not the number, it was his attitude toward repetition. He did not simply repeat like a machine. He asked, what is the purpose of his movement? What result do I want? How can I reach the same or better result with more awareness? This reminded me of my own mistake when I learned guitar. I practiced for hours. I repeated movements and patterns, and often repeated mistakes. I thought I was working hard, but many times I was only spending time, not using my mind. That is painful to admit. Effort without awareness can become a very expensive illusion. 1,000 repetitions without thinking can become 1,000 confirmations of the same mistake. Mechanical repetition is a consumption. Repetition with feedback is practice. Repetition with awareness is cultivation. Now I try to apply this to content creation. Every script, recording, English sentence, and failed video should not just be another upload. It should become feedback. Where did I lose attention? Where did my voice become weak? Where did the idea become unclear? Where did I sound like I was reciting instead of truly speaking? This is my new training ground, not in a martial arts hall or guitar practice room, but in front of the camera, inside the script, through the audience reaction, and inside my own unstable mind. The next part that felt close to my own life was Jet Li's desire for freedom. After Shaolin Temple became a huge success, he saw a different world. He saw freedom, money, opportunity, and a life that was not already written for him. He did not want to stay inside a predictable past. This moved me because I also left a more stable system after 40 and chose entrepreneurship. But now I understand something. Freedom is not romantic. Freedom is not simply I can do whatever I want. It means I can no longer blame the system, the boss, or the environment for every failure. Freedom means responsibility. Real freedom is not living in the cage. Real freedom is being responsible for your wins. I do not want to romanticize reckless choices. Injuring oneself, damaging the body, or taking extreme risks should never be treated as something to imitate. But I do understand the desperation behind wanting to change one's fate. Sometimes a person would rather face uncertainty than continue a life that feels already finished. For me, living a stable path did not immediately bring success. It brought pressure, debt, confusion, and daily question: did I make the right choice? Maybe this is a part of freedom too. Freedom is not the absence of fear. It is the ability to act while fear is still present. And then comes the ocean. When I think about Jet Li facing the tsunami, and I think about myself at Repulse Bay, I realize nature has a cruel but honest way of teaching. It does not negotiate with your identity. It does not care how much money you want to make, how many subscribers you want, or whether you are a movie star, entrepreneur, father, son, or a man trying to rebuild his life. When the wave comes, the body becomes very honest. The lungs need air, the arms need strength, and the mind needs calm. That day at Repulse Bay, I was reminded that my body is not just a tool for my ambition, it is the condition for everything else. Without the body, there is no business, no video, no love, no future plan, and no spiritual reflection. If the story means something to you, you are welcome to subscribe, leave a comment, or share it with someone who may need it. After the ocean taught me respect, another part of the book taught me something about spiritual practice. After great success, Jet Li wanted to devote himself more fully to Buddhist practice. But what interested me was that the answer he received was not simply leave the world, escape everything, hide in a quiet place and become pure. The message I received was almost the opposite. Sometimes, your training ground is not a mountain, a temple, or a silent room. Sometimes, It is your work, family, body, anger, ambition, and unfinished responsibilities. That idea was uncomfortable for me because it exposed one of my old escape routes. For years, I also wanted to escape from work that did not fit me. I spent too much of my free time on guitar practice, but not always wisely. I thought I was improving myself, but in some sense, I was cutting myself off from the world. I did not start from my real strengths: language, communication, storytelling, business experience, and the ability to connect ideas. Instead, I turned myself into a low efficiency monk of my own imagination, very dedicated, yet still efficient. Escaping the world can look spiritual, but sometimes it is just wearing beautiful clothes. Now I see things differently. Content creation is practice, business communication is practice, English learning, family responsibility, and emotional maturity are also practice. My temple is not somewhere far away. My temple is daily life, and once I saw practice this way, I also had to rethink anger. One detail in the book made this very real. Even after decades of Buddhist practice, Jet Li could still become anger when facing misunderstanding or resistance from his daughters. To me, this does not make his practice fake, it makes it real, because the hardest place to practice is not in front of strangers. With strangers, we can be polite, smile, and perform kindness, but with family, our expectations, control, and old wounds come out. We become angry not only because of what happened, but because the people closest to us did not meet the image we secretly held for them. That forced me to look at myself. In my past cooperation and emotional relationship, I also carried expectations. I thought there would always be another chance. I thought when she came back, maybe we could communicate better and build something stronger. But impermanence came suddenly. Her leaving at an important moment broke my rhythm, and I could not let it go for more than 2 months. Now I understand. Impermanence is not a theory, it is a force that can walk into your life without asking permission. It can change a relationship, a business, a family, a body, or a life. Impermanence does not mean we should become cold. It means we should stop delaying what truly matters. If you need to say thank you, say it earlier. If you need to apologize, do it earlier. If you need to build rules for cooperation, do not wait until the relationship breaks. If you need to take care of your body, do not wait until your body forces you to stop. And if you need to talk with your parents about life and death, do not wait until the hospital makes a decision for you. That thought naturally brought me to my parents. Jet Li's daughter once asked him what she could do after he passed away. That question sounds heavy, but it is also honest. My parents are almost 70. I trust their health for now, but I also know I have been busy with business, video creation, and my own struggles. I have not really sat down with them to talk about life, death, memories, fears, and what kind of peace they want in the future. In traditional culture, talking about death can feel unlucky, but preparation is not a curse. Preparation is love with a structure. Talking about death is not giving up on life. It is helping love become less chaotic when life changes. The book also opened another quiet subject for me: fatherhood. Jet Li lost his father when he was very young. He did not truly grow up with the experience of fatherly love. I am different. When I was in primary school, my father often rode his bike for half an hour in the morning to send me to school. At that time, I did not fully understand what it meant. There was no dramatic speech, no emotional music, no perfect movie scene, just a father riding a bicycle, quietly doing what he believed he should do. Now I realize that this was love. It was not loud love, not dramatic love, but steady love. For many years, I paid too much attention to what I lacked. Jet Li's story reminded me to notice what I had already received. Everyone has different wounds and different gifts. Maturity may begin when we stop only counting our wounds and start recognizing the quiet gifts that supported us. So, what does Beyond Life and Death mean to me? It's not about becoming fearless, pretending to be enlightened, or escaping the world. To me, Beyond Life and Death means this. After seeing permanence, we still choose to live seriously. After seeing suffering, we still choose to help where we can. After seeing our own arrogance, we still choose to learn. After losing control, we still choose to practice. After being hurt, we still choose not to become bitter. Jet Li's life is not a perfect spiritual fairy tale. Mine certainly is not. He is still human. I am still very human, painfully human sometimes. But maybe this is the point. Practice is not for people who have no anger, fear, regret, or attachment. It is for people who have all of these things but still want to become clearer. So, when I look back at the ocean in Hong Kong, I do not only see danger, I see a warning, a lesson, and a question. If life is shorter than I imagine, what I should stop delaying. For me, the answer is clear. Take care of my body, build my work with more awareness, treat people with less shallow judgment, talk with my parents before it is too late, and keep practicing in the real world, not in an imaginary perfect life. Maybe freedom is not somewhere beyond life and death. Maybe freedom begins here, in this breeze, this body, this relationship, this unfinished work, and this ordinary day. Beyond life and death is not about escaping reality. It's about seeing impermanence clearly and still choosing to live, love, work, and serve with responsibility. That is the lesson I received from Jet Li, and that is the lesson I am still trying to live.